So as I was talking about in my first video, I have these bouts of insanely awful luck to the point where it's really like comedic. It's like honestly funny. I mean, I must have had a black cat cross my path, you know, walked under a ladder, broken a mirror, all of the above. But this time it was a little bit weird because I was going over to New Jersey to go hang out with my boys that I met in London, and I've talked about my time in London in some other videos. But in that time in London, I met some great friends over there, and so we were going to go meet up in New Jersey, and so I booked a flight over to go see them, and unfortunately, I booked it with Spirit Airlines, which, as many of you guys may know, no longer a thing. No longer a thing. But it was then, and I booked it with Spirit Airlines, and closer to the flight date, I find out my flight's been canceled. Try to figure out what the reason is. I don't know. I book a different flight with Spirit there because it's free to get a different flight, and I didn't want to pay more money for a flight. But then I find out a few days later, the Spirit Airlines is shutting down. Just my fucking luck, dude. My first time ever booking with Spirit Airlines. And just my luck, an airline that has been around for over 40 years. It's done. It's gone. It's over. 40 years of that airline. And with my luck, fucking mosquito. With my luck, it's gone. And so, you know, I naturally do what you have to do. You have to book a new ticket. Ends up taking me like a month to get my refund, but you know, I get my new ticket. All is well. The unfortunate part is that money was tight. And so the ticket that I had to get, unfortunately, had a 24-hour layover in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But you know, I thought, oh, this will be fun. Spend a day in Florida, go over to the beach, you know, have a good time. So I go over with my boys. We have a good time in New Jersey. We hit New York City. I get me some great pizza over there. We have an all-around good time. And then it's time to head on back over to San Antonio. But at first, I have to spend a little bit of time in the old Fort Lauderdale. So I get in my Uber to go over to the airport, and the second I get in the Uber, I realize, oh shit, I left my phone charger in my buddy's car. Well, that's unfortunate. I really should have asked the driver to just stop so I could just run out and grab the phone charger because we were just leaving his driveway. But you know, I thought, it's okay. I'll just get a charger in the airport, no biggie. I end up forgetting a charger in the airport. Meet this real nice MILF in the plane, you know, real cute gal, you know. She had a kid. Kid was crying his ass off. I swear to God, man. Jesus Christ, this kid was fucking crying and crying and crying. Made my flight experience terrible. And I was right next to this woman, mind you. But you know, she was hot, so I didn't mind that much. Also, just my luck. Talking about terrible luck. When my flight's about to leave, good old good old Donald J. Trump decides to land so he can watch the Knicks game. So, you know, obviously he's more important than me, so my flight has to get delayed a good while, and I have to sit in my plane for like over an hour because, you know, Don's more important than us. He's the president. Obviously, he takes precedent over me. But, you know, I finally make it over to Florida, get in my hotel, and I'm like, I want me some food. So I decide, you know what, I'm a DoorDash. But I look at my phone, and it's at 30-something%. And I remember, oh shit, I don't have a charger. So I look on DoorDash, see if they can DoorDash me a charger. It's like 20 something bucks for a charger on DoorDash. And I'm like, you know what? There's a gas station down the road. Might as well go get me a charger over there, save me a little bit of money. That did not save me any money. Fucking $30 for the cheapest charger they had in the gas station. Why are we charging $30 for a fucking 3-foot little charger? $30 fucking dollars for a charger. Are you kidding me? It was more than it was on DoorDash. More than it was on DoorDash. So, I buy the charger because I already walked all the way over there and I'm like, it's probably going to be the same price on DoorDash anyways. There's no point in DoorDashing it. Might as well just buy the charger here. It sucks that I had to pay $30 for a charger, especially since I spent so much money on that trip. But I get the charger and I get back and I'm like, I really shouldn't DoorDash food. So I just don't eat. I just go to sleep. Then I wake up in the morning, check out of my hotel, and decide, let's go over to the beach. So I Uber over to the beach. I don't know what part of the beach is good. So I just Uber to the closest part of the beach, hoping I can get some food. Maybe there's some bars over there. I get there, there is jack shit. I'm just walking around and I don't see nothing. I went to the wrong part of the beach where there ain't shit, and the beach looks like shit. The beach looks like crap. So I look up, try to find a good spot on the beach, and I end up having to get another Uber. Ubers dang sure add up. I had to get another Uber. And then I get over to the fine part of the beach where there's a lot of stuff around, get me some Subway. But the beach is still awful. And it's so warm, and I don't have any fun. And I didn't even remember to bring a towel. And so I'm just soaked, not really having a good time. Spent way too much money on them damn Ubers. And then I just decided to head back to the airport early. Big old waste. I really should have just spent the extra money to get a flight that actually just took me home, because I probably would have spent less money and probably had less unfortunate of a time. But if this has taught me anything, it's taught me that I should not try to go on trips alone, okay? Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I spend way too much money and shit does not work out. Had a similar experience going over to Newcastle while I was in England. I'll tell you that story later. Stay tuned. Peace out. Like, subscribe, watch my Twitch, all of the above. Hit that notification bell. Leave a little comment, leave a like. Peace out.